Load. Yeah, I'm on YouTube under Ashley Games with a Z because Google deleted my account with S for some reason. I upload gaming footage and vlogging videos. Lately I've been doing a lot of vlogging because I've been upset with my uni and stuff. But Jen
I'll just mash the little button that just keeps restarting it. There we go.
I did.
Yeah, you just simmer down, people. You just simmer down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, someone's saying no audio, muted, no audio, no audio.
Oh,
Oops.
I hope not.
It is.
No.
I can hear me on the stream. Wait, I can hear me. I hear.
I don't know if I have the link.
I can hear him. I don't hear Jay, though. Jay is muted on the stream.
That's a problem.
That must have been an interesting conversation he just had with himself. All the lip readers and deaf viewers are happy.
Yeah.
All right, Jay. Well, you're fixing that. I'll entertain the troops. You just what?
Yeah.
Just fix it.
Actually, I think. But that was on my old channel, which was really bad. I'm actually the world's sickest man right now. The most number of diseases, which is really crazy. And because of that, I was a attention whore very many years ago. And when I learned that, I kind of had a pause and deleted that old channel.
Wait a second. Did I hear you right that you had like the most diseases of like any one person?
Yeah. I have 14, if not more.
We now know where The Walking Dead started.
How many girls did you have
14.
to sleep with to pull that
None.
off?
Absolutely none.
God, 14 diseases.
Seriously, it's because my doctor neglected me. So 3 turned into 7, and then I was bullied, and I got repeated blows to my neck, and I was choked in the 9th grade.
See,
And
Jerry,
then-
you should now feel like
Yeah.
shit.
And 2 of my discs here, they snapped out, so I have problems with my jaw and stuff, and also have problems speaking because of that chokiness and the Asperger's. So sometimes I sound very bad.
Yeah, actually, I would have never guessed, honestly, that you had those problems because I can understand you just fine.
Yeah, no. Yeah, doctors never actually experience it because, hey, I look fine, but on the inside I'm probably all bruised up. And I try to sound good, but whenever I record any gameplay footage, it just sounds bad, and I can't really help it.
Jerry, are you still there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he dropped again. Oh my goodness, guys, this is... I feel bad for you because Jerry's having some sort of a connection problem there, and oh no, I understand. I know what's going on, and he's taking care of it right now. You see, Jerry he's a personality that some people love and hate, and so whenever we do this stream, people like to try and attack the guy, but you can't keep IT guys like he and I down. So he'll be back here in a moment.
Oh my god, it doesn't look like a like. Ugh.
So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and play our intro because I actually haven't done that yet. So
Yeah,
where the heck did my thing go?
somewhere.
There. I lost my thing, guys. It's the story of my life.
It ran out to Sweden.
Yeah. So now you're a big face on the screen. This is getting so interesting. If you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there right now. If you guys out there know of any alternative to Skype for VoIPing like this with video, please, for the love of God.
Oh, I do. It's OOVOO. I used it the other day for streaming.
Uvu is really bad
Yeah.
lag. We've used it before.
Okay. And there I've...
We're getting Barnacles back here, and then we will we will continue with the show. Now, there were some topics that you had wanted to talk about. Do you remember what any of those were?
Yeah, water cooling for one. It's for three things, right? More quiet operation, more cooling, and better overclock. Primarily those three, right?
Well, when it comes to overclocking and water cooling, you're not guaranteed any better overclock, quite honestly. It comes entirely down to still luck of the lottery draw, the chip. However, you can generally get, for me, water cooling is about two things out of the three. Silence, or being quiet, and longevity of the parts. I'm going to overclock no matter what, whether it's on air or not. And there's a lot of times where you'll find that your overclock is sometimes more limited by the silicon than the temperatures. A lot of people will hit some sort of a silicon limit prior to temperatures, depending on how big of an overclock you're going for. And
I see.
I'm interacting with Jerry right now through SMS.
Uh-huh. You're going back to the Stone Age, bro.
I know, right? In fact, he hardly ever answers his phone. I don't think he's ever answered like one time I've ever talked to him or ever called him.
And yeah, other than paying money at the uni, here's my laptop. Or do you think it's a laptop?
What are you streaming on right now?
Crappy camera.
No, I mean, like, what kind of computer are you actually streaming that on? Because you're streaming all the way from London. If you guys are wondering about the cam quality, he is streaming from London to the United States. So
here's my old laptop. I gutted the whole thing.
Hello.
Hey, you're back.
Yes, I am.
World's worst DDoSer.
Did someone try to DDoS him? Seriously?
Yeah, somebody tries to DDoS him every single week, but he comes back every single week. They can't keep.
Yeah, no, I have a following of 12-year-olds that have nothing better to do than to load up low Earth orbit or what is it, low ion can or whatever, and push a button. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but the sad part is that they can't actually keep you down.
They can. I have so many different internet connections and so many different IP routes. They can piss me off for about 10 seconds, and that's about it.
Every time I get the thing set up, I have to. This happened last week. I had the layout all set up, and then you got DDoS for about 3 minutes.
Yep.
Got it all rearranged, and then you came back and fucked up my arrangement. So now I'm rearranging again.
I know I'm horrible. I know.
Yes, you are.
It's because I got fans. The fact that they even spend the time to DDoS me, I mean, that's like the biggest compliment ever, right? I mean, they could be looking at porn or watching their favorite YouTubers, but nope, they choose to push that button and watch the stream because they're hard up for us, Jay.
I'll be honest, I don't know why you don't just start out with that connection.
Hey, Jay.
Wait, with this one that I'm on right now?
Yeah.
Well, I've got 3. I don't pick. The fucking router picks for me.
Yeah, true. All right. Now we're back up. I've already played the intro while you were gone.
Okay.
Ashley has asked me about water cooling, what the benefits of water cooling were. Jerry, why did you water cool your system? And more importantly, why didn't you throw your graphics cards in the loop?
Oh my god. Okay.
Doesn't it hurt now to think about it?
It does. I feel like such a goon bag. All right. So here's the truth, guys. I water cooled my system because it was trendy and it was cool and it was expensive. And that's why I did it originally. I just wanted to build one computer to beat all computers like about 2 years ago. And so I got the biggest case I possibly could, this Case Labs M10, slapped 2 giant 360 radiators in it with 12 fans on them and said, this is awesome. And for the record, my first graphics card that I had in here was water cooled. It was the 590 GTX Hydrocopper from EVGA. But the problem was I bought 2 new graphics cards and they weren't water cooled because the classifieds were all sold out when I bought them. And I just stuffed them in there and plugged power in and called it good. And I'm ashamed. I'm deeply ashamed right now, Jay.
Okay. So, slow clap. So last week we talked about cooling graphics cards, and you were told the world that you wanted to shop for new graphics cards.
Yes, and I'm still trying to pull that trigger. I've already gone to Newegg and put shit in the bin twice, and then I'm like, and I pull away.
Jerry, I have to admit, I've seen you buy some shit since I've known you that made me go, why would he spend money on that? But yet, the worthwhile purchase, you have to think about and think about.
I'm weird like that, Jay. It's like it makes too much sense, so it scares me a little. If that makes sense, it's like it's like I don't know. The second I push that buy button and it's on the way to my house, I guarantee the 8 series is going to drop 10 minutes later, despite everybody saying it won't.
Jerry, I could point out several things right now in that room that you have purchased that are not being used, like those graphics cards would be, that cost more.
What are you talking about? Yeah, do it. What am I not using right now, Jay, other than 90% of the stuff that I'm looking at right now?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
let's go ahead and go through the list of headphones and add those up.
Hey, I use all of them. See, I got the HE500s on today.
Yeah, and why did you say you're wearing those today?
Because 3 46-inch monitors, Jay.
Yeah, you had to go there. Okay, so because
Had
you're
to be
like,
done.
oh, I'm always pimping my HD800, so I might as well show
Yeah.
something else.
Well,
Your
I was
HD800s
coming-
alone would pay for your graphics cards.
Well, no, they wouldn't, because these brand new would be $700, but I only paid $550 on Audio Gone.
I said your HD800s would.
Oh, the HD800s would, yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just sell those, because I'm gonna be honest, they're a little trebly for my taste. I actually prefer these.
Now I see in the chat some people are talking about, I won't turn my mic. Fine, I'll turn my mic. I see people talking about, they're in the same boat when it comes to graphics cards, but these are people saying they're on the fence. They can't pull the trigger because they don't know AMD or Nvidia. I think we've already determined who you're going to go with.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna stick with Nvidia, despite the drivers being absolute garbage.
All right, so I'm kind of we're gonna have Ashlayer here with us for about the next half hour from this point. So I'm gonna kind of let him drive things and talk about what he wants to talk about. So.
You're the host, sir.
You're kind of and Jerry and I right now collectively between the two of us have over 100,000 people that watch us, and a lot of people, quite honestly, would want to be where you are right now. So you're gonna speak for them. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, it's on the.
Okay.
It's difficult,
Okay,
isn't it? It's on. It's
not
it's
really.
hard, isn't it?
Like, oh shit, spotlight's on me. Oh my god. People are looking
Hey,
at me.
Jace, let's do some troubleshooting. This is my motherboard from my laptop which died. Are you able to see why it died, or is the pixels too pixely?
Well, I only have 4 pixels to go by.
I've removed the cooling paste. But there used to be cooling paste all around the CPU, but can you see a shadow there on the downside?
No, honestly, it's just too.
Pixelated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a shadow right where my finger is.
Did
and
it
that's
I like how
overheat?
his first question is he wants tech support on his broken laptop.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah,
I
we got
used to.
60 people watching. Let's get these capacitors fixed on here and run some water over the top of it.
Your cam is froze again, Jerry.
Well, here, let me
You see-
push the little button. There we
It
go.
only does it when we do a group call, huh?
Yeah, it does. Seriously.
But you see, there was a heat pipe going upwards on top of the CPU was here, and I took it out. And whoever repaired this, they mixed 2 different kinds of cooling paste. They didn't remove the old one.
Let me guess.
And
I
I-
put something in there that was metallic.
Yeah, and on top of that, they screwed it in with some kind of electric thing, so it was really, really tight. And right here, the copper pipe had to go up 1 level, and because it was actually screwed in too damn tight, the copper pipe touched the CPU directly.
Well, I always put my computers together with a pneumatic wrench. I don't know about you. All right, we're gonna build this computer.
That's how it overheated. Yeah.
That's how you save time.
Yeah. Well, I don't fix laptops. When laptops are dead, they go on Craigslist.
The tech kid says, "Jay, I'm so conflicted by a water cooling loop, or but a second air cooled 770." Okay, by but I'm sure he means by.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, tech kid, you're on a single 1080p monitor. If so, I would question your second GPU choice.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you honestly don't need SLI. Well, I mean, unless you're running like 120 or 144 hertz screen, then it kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so Jerry, someone's telling you to pull the trigger on stream. Does that make any sense?
Oh, they want me to pull the trigger?
Pull the trigger.
I'll pull the trigger, man.
All right,
Only-
just don't get me flagged, okay?
Okay, I'm not gonna get you flagged, but I'm gonna pull the hell out of that trigger.
I want to show off my computer, but I don't think I can get the webcam there.
Well, tell us what the specs are.
Yeah, just throw the specs at us.
Let's see, my computer properties, right? Yeah, let's say that.
You don't know off the top of your head? I'm ashamed.
I don't remember the motherboard. The RAM is at least 1337 megahertz or something. Or is it 1330? 8 gigabytes.
1333.
Intel processor i5 2500K, 3.3 gigahertz, no overclock. GTX 760 by EVGA, ACX cooling. And then the cooling fan for CPU is a Noctua D14, I think. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Cools well.
I like the specs of Noctua fans. I hate the looks of them. I could never use
Yeah, I
them.
know. But for me, it looks good in the computer.
I could,
And I have 2.5 terabytes of storage. Yeah.
I
and five
could
watts.
never do it.
Come on.
I could never use Noctuas.
Come on. Yeah. Nah, that doesn't work. But I have stickers on it.
Yeah, I see your EVGA sticker.
I'll bring out my flashlight. Oh, that's too bright. Yeah. That's not a lot of space between the hard drive bay. Oh, it's...
There's
That's
not a
the
lot of
hard drive
space
bay.
between your cooler and your card either.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, but that looks like you're using just a standard ATX case mid tower, so it's going to be tight in there.
Yeah, 1 or 2 fingers. Whoosh.
No, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So why are people saying they can't hear me again? You guys should be able to hear me just fine. You hear me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the little audio meter's moving, so I don't know. So Thundercraft says, I'll get 3 of the ROG monitors when they come out to pair with my 3 780 Ti's. I guess my question for Thundercraft right now would be, what are you using now with those 3 780 Ti's? Somebody asked if you had a fleshlight, because it sounded like you said fleshlight.
Yeah, I did that in my first video on the channel. I said I will have flashlight reviews because I was gonna do a video where I reviewed this. I called it a flashlight.
There you go.
Yeah,
Jerry will be back in a moment.
sure.
I can hear you, Jay. Your mic is just a touch low. Guys, it's like all the way up. Jeez, let's do that. Blah, 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 blah. You guys should be able to hear me. So, while I'm waiting for Jerry, I'm going to check some tech news. I want to see... I have not... This week I have been so busy at work, I have not actually had the opportunity to see what is happening in the world of tech.
You know what? I can actually tell my educational lines here, can't I? I've done 1 year of dog school, and I was actually a very good dog trainer. Had great feedback. And it just took about 3 or 4 sessions before dogs actually started liking me and become better.
Mm.
And after I had 10-something sessions with one dog, the owner was like, holy crap, she's become so much more responsive. When I say her name, she reacts.
Yeah, I've trained all of my own dogs, and it's funny how repetitive you have to be with them. It's all about, repetition. So, okay, so one of the very first articles I see right now on this tech forum I like to go to is titled "How to Buy a Console," and this was written by PC Magazine, by the way.
PlayStation 4, done.
PC Magazine. This is a quote from PC Magazine. It says, "Why a console and not a PC? For starters, they're less expensive than gaming PCs. Even the Xbox One is $499 at Amazon. The most expensive game console available is only $500. While a gaming capable PC will cost you at least $800, and a true gaming PC with high-end hardware will run you into the thousands." Okay, that may be true, but I'm kind of surprised that there's an article like this being written by PC Magazine about consoles. It almost seems to me like they're just trying to cash in on the console craze.
Okay, my computer was, I think, $1,500. I'm not quite sure. Maybe $1,600.
I don't necessarily agree with the fact that it costs $800 to build a gaming capable PC. I mean, yeah, it can cost thousands for a true gaming PC, but I don't know where they're getting that $800 from.
My computer was actually, with today's ratio, $1,300.
What's your graphics card?
GTX 760, ACX cooling.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm reading this article, and anyway. So let's see here.
But I have inflated prices to hell, so...
Yeah.
Because I have an extra 28% tax more than the US. Darn you Americans!
Facebook is adding new gender options, so you're not stuck to male or female.
What?
It says you don't have to be just male or female on Facebook anymore. The social media giant added customizable options with 50 different terms people can use to identify their gender.
What the hell?
And 3 of them are preferred pronoun choices as him, her, or them. So you can refer to yourself in the 3rd or 4th person?
Can't I refer to myself as having multiple heads? Isn't that a gender now?
Well, if we're talking about personalities, I guess.
Oh,
but
maybe.
So Titanfall beta currently runs at 792p on the Xbox One. 792.
I don't want to get a console, but that game, I want it.
Well, it's coming out for PC, so just hold your horses. In fact, the PC beta sign up went live yesterday.
Ooh.
So
Maybe I should.
If you guys aren't aware of that, the Titanfall beta for PC went live. It's titanfall.com/beta. and you guys fill out basically information on there, and you just send it off, and you basically cross your fingers. And on the 16th of February, they're going to be handing out or sending out notifications for those PC beta keys. I kind of have a feeling people are going to try and sell their keys.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to Titanfall, but I'm just not entirely sure the hype is going to live up to the expectation. That the hype is going to live up.
It just sounds so cool, but it could just feel like a Call of Duty or Battlefield.
Well, I've already talked about it before. Titanfall to me is going to be a cross between. It's going to be a cross between Call of Duty, Battlefield, and MechWarrior, which is fine as long as the gameplay is good. I mean, you really can't have a futuristic shooter game and have it not be like Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
So I gotta try and get Barnacles back in here.
So, how many games do you have, Jace, since you're a gamer?
Oh, jeez. I don't have very many games, honestly. My Steam library has like 4 active games right now.
Wow, I have 199 on Steam.
I don't get much time to game. That's my problem.
True. I never had a job, but then again, I wasn't really able to. Not my bad. I also have an eye inflammation, so I look kind of weird sometimes.
Don't worry about the way you look.
The way you sound, I suppose.
Now, the game I've been trying to play a bit lately offline, because I mean, I've sort of started live streaming again a little bit, but I've been trying to get the hang of Insurgency. And Insurgency to me it's small maps. I mean, I hear like what is not DayZ, but what's the actual one? Arma. I've heard Arma is the game that a lot of people are playing for the realism. Insurgency to me though is a game that truly kind of screws with your playstyle, because I'm really used to running and gunning and kind of being a one-man army and running out and taking out 5 or 6 guys in a tank and getting away. Heck no, man. Insurgency, I turn a corner and I'm just blasted. And there's no map, right? There's no map. There's no crosshairs when you're not looking down sights. It's a realistic game. So hip firing would truly be firing from the hip. And your field of view gets very narrow when you look down the sights. And it's difficult because it almost feels like a camper's paradise in a sense. But it's also kind of thought of as like terrorist simulator as far as I'm concerned, because you can set up explosive traps and things if you're the insurgents, and it almost feels like a propaganda game in my opinion. But the playstyle, it's fun, but it frustrates me too because you only get 1 life per round.
Oh, not 2 or 3.
No, there's no respawning. The round is, it's basically like what's that in Call of Duty? What's it called? Search and Destroy?
Deathmatch, maybe.
No, it's not deathmatch. It's like Search and Destroy or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't play Call of Duty much, at least of the multiplayer.
I'm just not very good at Insurgency, and you also only get a handful of attachments and things, and it's all weight based, so you can only carry so much weight on you.
Yeah, same with Nether. I've been playing that a lot lately. It's a zombie survival. You've heard of Nether, right?
No, I haven't. No.
It's an early access, and I don't normally buy early access, but both Warframe and Nether have recently both been very amazing. So I bought into that, and it feels really good. It's realistic. It's full of zombies from a different dimension that pop up and try to eat your face and melt your face off.
So I haven't played any good zombie games in a while, and that's why people keep trying to get me to play DayZ. I won't pay for the game. That's just me. I won't pay for DayZ, especially with the amount of time I don't have to play games. And so, I mean, I'll play anything anyone gives me on Steam, which I've been doing, but I won't.
Maybe
buy
I should
games.
buy a Nether right now.
I mean,
I know. I
tell everybody the same thing though, and I want everyone in the stream to hear this too. If you do gift me a game, just know the likelihood of me getting to spend a lot of time on it is slim. So don't feel bad. Like, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, I'll buy you DayZ if you promise to play with me." It's like I can't promise to play anything on my own. So
I honestly don't like DayZ, at least not in Arma, and I don't think I'm gonna like the official DayZ game either. But Nether I for some reason really like, until I lose all my best gear.
Wow.
Which I get back over the course of a day, so it's fine.
Another reason why I'm not really getting my hopes up for Titanfall is because we all know who the publisher is. And EA has been around for so long, and I think that they did great when they were just managing EA Sports. And EA Sports was like, that's what they were known for. Then they started publishing for other titles. Now, have you played Battlefield 4 yet, or no?
Nope.
Okay, so you're not going to have...
I don't want to support EA at all until at least 2016. I've just said, nope, they've screwed up too much. Not going to buy a single game from them at least until then. Done.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But Titanfall is an EA game. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And when Battlefield 4 launched, there were so many problems. They had no choice but to kind of acknowledge them. But here's what they're saying as of February 12th, which is yesterday. They're basically writing off the complaints that customers have as noise. As noise. This is their quote. He says, I think there was a lot of noise about the game, but some of that is the function of your surface area. The more customers you have, the more noise becomes available. We did things wrong. We know that. We're going to fix those things. We're trying to be smart about what customers want in the future. He can't write off the bugs as being noise because millions of people bought the game.
Yeah.
The bottom line is that see, that's kind of stuff kind of bothers me because I at least like that they acknowledge that they did things wrong.
Yeah.
Which kind of circles back to the Mantle, where people were saying, "Oh my God, Mantle's delayed," blah blah blah. Well, people were complaining about it being delayed, but then again, if they hadn't delayed it, people would have complained about it being people would have complained about it being broken, just like it was when the game launched. So I kind of feel for them in the sense that they put themselves in a situation where no matter what they do now, they're going to get bitched at. Worse than I think if they were just anyone else.
Yeah, of course. And I played one game actually where I managed to find 56 unique different bugs. Holy crap.
Yeah.
But I've not had that from EA yet. In Dead Space, I found two bugs in whole Dead Space 3.
Mm-hmm. We got, we're trying to get Jerry back in here.
Come on, Barney.
What's up?
I don't know.
So, where's your cam?
It still says it's ringing.
Well, I answered.
Yeah, it tells me he's unable to group video. He's not using a supported device for some reason.
No, I guess I don't got a cam.
Yeah. And hey, Jerry, recognize this?
Oh, yeah, look at that. So you obviously one of those people that found me through Boogie, then.
Yeah, of
That's weird.
course.
It just got super quiet. Now I can't even hear you guys.
Too bad.
Anyway.
Come, pussycat. Come, pussycat.
Mutation666 in the chat says, you hear that COD is now, COD News banning people who use third-party add-ons?
What?
I don't know. You know, Battlefield does the same thing through Punkbuster anyway. But what's interesting about that is, remember, Battlefield itself by nature was an add-on. It was a mod. And I'm now bleeding. That sucks. I put a hole in my foot. Anyway. Are you still there, Jerry? No.
His sound is there, but...
Thought I hear background noise on his end.
Yeah, I did hear.
Jerry! Anyway. All right, man. So what else you want to talk about here? You got a few more minutes here. You got, I don't know, another 15 minutes or so. And I know that there were some things you want. See, guys, we've been planning this now since like September, but CES and stuff, and then the show was kind of hiatus. But we're back.
Yeah. Then I forgot to take contact, so we lost the good time slots.
Over Paper Sky says Modern Warfare 2 single player was amazing. I will agree with that. Modern Warfare 2 is one of the few modern Call of Duties that I still have and would still play.
I think that was my favorite Call of Duty. I didn't like many others really.
I have it for PC. I had it for console, for Xbox 360, and then when I rebuilt my PC, because you guys may not believe this, but there was about a there was about a 2-year period there.
Huh? Why is the audio like so low?
Yeah, the quality's bad because your bandwidth is down.
You can just turn it up or down.
Hold on here.
Okay, so I'm wondering how many people in the chat would be a little bit surprised to find out that I, for about 3 years, left PC and was strictly Mac user.
I did not know that.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
from
prefer it, then whatever.
2009. No. Take that back. Is that 2000 and... Yeah, I guess it was early 2009 when the first all-aluminum MacBook Pro came out. The unibody. Up until 2012, I was strictly Mac.
Personally, I don't want anything to do with Apple, but I'm not going to hate anyone who uses Apple. It's their choice. I prefer Android, so I have an Android phone.
And you know what? I couldn't care less about what anyone uses, quite honestly.
Yep.
And
I think Android's better because it's more customizable, but you have to actually take 20 minutes when you get an Android phone to set it up.
And you see, Jerry and I have talked about this because he's an iPhone user, and there's been plenty. Because of our jobs by nature, there's times where we just want super simplicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
iPhone definitely gives you that. So
that's exactly why I have the iPhone.
I just think it's overpriced generally.
Well,
For example, everything Apple's overpriced.
Yeah, but $1.99 iPhone, $199 iPhone versus $199 Android. I mean, you can't bring price into it.
Yeah. But what I want to say is where I come from. This has the same specs as the iPhone, the fifth one, and the fifth iPhone costs 3 times the price. Same specs, 3 times the price.
Do your carriers out there not offset or subsidize the price if you do like a contract or whatever?
Nah, it's Apple, dude. They wanted you to pay $1,000 for iPhone 5. Is it called iPhone 5?
Yeah, they got the 5 and the 5S.
It doesn't sound right when I say it. But it has the same specs as this one, and this one was 2,000 where I come from, and then the iPhone 5 was 6,000. Holy crap!
Okay,
and
what does that
still bought it?
What does that convert to in dollars? Would you have any idea?
Yeah, the 6,000 is roughly $1,000. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, I got my iPhone 5 for $299. So.
Yeah, the iPhone 5 would be $983. That's not too far away.
Okay, I'll agree. That's ridiculous for any phone.
And my phone was $330.
That's still ridiculous to me. I mean, I have my Android right here, which I got. I mean, it's my Galaxy S3, and I got it for $199.
Exactly. I told you we have inflated prices. So when my gaming rig is $1,310, that's good.
Now, those are Norway prices or England prices?
Yeah, Norway.
You might as well buy as much shit as you can while you're in England right now.
Nah. The only thing I need is a wireless card adapter thingamajig. I have all I need.
Hey Jerry, I don't know if you were able to hear the stream at all while you were gone. I was talking about an article where EA rep says that a lot of the complaints that they were getting about Battlefield 4 were simply due to their surface area and the amount of people who play the game. So, of course, there's going to be more complaints when you have more people.
Oh, is that the argument that they're playing?
Well, they do acknowledge that they did some things wrong and that they're going to fix those things. But when the sentence starts off with, we hear a lot of noise about the game, but some of that function is a function of your surface area. The more customers you have, the more noise that becomes available. That's their quote.
Hey, Jays.
Yeah.
I just saved money on an HD monitor by switching to glasses. True story.
I've heard some cheesy jokes in my time, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Who needs NVIDIA Shield or NVIDIA 3D monitor?
The NVIDIA Shield is one of those things, like I was telling Jerry that I could tell him he wasted money on.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I kind of did because I don't use the Shield that much anymore.
You want to hear something shitty? If you bought 2 780 Ti's, you would get a free Shield right now.
Oh, is that deal? Is that what the deal is? You buy 2 780s? Well, maybe I'll buy 2 780s just so I can get a second one and give it to Xander.
2 780 Ti's.
Oh, they got to be the Ti's. How much are the Ti's?
The 649, some of that.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not like as long as they're only like $100 more, it seems like a good deal because you're getting the Shield for free, and that's what, like $300.
Well, I don't know. How much was it when you bought it? Because I don't.
I think it was like $299 when I bought it or something like that.
I don't follow that stuff, quite honestly. I don't care about the handheld gaming stuff.
Jays.
Yeah.
I want to know what the 780 Ti costs where I'm from.
I don't know if I really want to know. It's gonna hurt.
It costs $2 less than the iPhone 5.
Okay, that's just ridiculous.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Joshua Northern says I'm racist against the Shield. Okay.
Racist. You're bloody racist.
Why do you got to be such a Shield racist, Jay?
Cloud Data says Titanfall is so overrated. I'd like to know what first-hand experience he's actually speaking from when he says that.
Yeah, why do I keep seeing people showing like screenshots of them installing the Titanfall beta? Did some people get it earlier than others, or?
Yeah, their beta keys were given out to people who attended the unveiling keynote thing.
Aww.
Yeah.
So I didn't get mine yet. It made me sad.
Well, they're not going to give those out till the 16th, so nobody knows if they got them yet in the normal crowd.
Oh, I don't want to wait.
Wow, the stream is really delayed for me. Wow.
The stream is delayed for everybody, like a minute and a half.
There we
That's
go.
how YouTube rules.
I look ridiculous.
You know, Jerry, it almost sounds like you called in on a landline.
It's because I am calling in on the landline.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jay, what is the theme song on the end of your videos? I don't know. It's one that I get picked out of the full screen library. Joshua Northern told the guy who said the game was overrated that's like a virgin saying pussy is overrated.
Yeah.
That's true. That is very true. Because I remember back when I was a virgin, 13 minutes ago. That's what I was saying.
Oh, so is that where you were? Okay, I got it now.
Yeah, that's where I was.
remember.
I logged off because there was like a hot girl in the house. I was like, woo!
A girl walked by, you're like, oh shit, a girl?
I remember when I was a virgin. It only took 3 months after I was no longer a virgin for her to cheat on me.
That sucks.
That was not good. That was not good.
Hey, Joe Milstead in the chat says normal crowd gets keys starting tomorrow. Now the form I filled out said February 16th, and for me it's February 13th. I'm kind of wondering where you heard that. Wow, chat is all of a sudden. Jay, you and Jerry need to cover up your Skype names. I can see Jerry's clearly. Yeah, so can everybody else. They already know his Skype name.
Yeah, everybody already knows mine. I mean, that's the only reason I'm getting DDoSed right now. Because if you guys aren't familiar, the DDoS attacks require zero skill. That's why they're usually done by like 11 and 12-year-olds. Because you just basically download a program, hit a button, and that's it. So
there's a lot of web-based launchers for attacks now.
Yeah, but the thing is, at the end of the day, it's kind of cool because every time I get DDoS attacked, I log all the incoming packets and IP addresses, and then I just sit in bed at night while my wife's reading her book, and I just send emails to each of the ISPs and give them the record, the IP, and the time that it was happening, and then they just go shut that back door down. Now, granted, it's probably not the person initiating the attack, but it closes down one of the bots in the network, which is awesome.
It doesn't shut down the whole network, though. Just one of them.
No, it doesn't take down the whole network. It's just taking down another potential bot. So every time they attack me, I'm just shrinking their attack surface is what I'm doing slowly.
See, the thing is, like, the display name for my Skype, anybody can look at it. They won't find me because my display name is Jason. And do you know how many Jasons there are on Skype?
Millions.
Yep. So my username for Skype is not the display name. I mean, that's
But I
kind of...
has it. I can sell it.
Yeah, and if something happens, I know exactly where to go. In fact, let's look up your IP right now. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
No, I won't do a net trace, but anyway.
You won't be able to. This network has 7 different networks. If you try to DDoS me, it's going to switch me to another one and then reboot this one.
Yeah, but unless your ISP is giving you like real-time dynamic renewing, it's not going to...
I'm not sure if it does. Can't remember.
No, you'll get knocked off and roll over because that's what I do. I just knock off, roll over, knock off, roll over. That's how I'm still here. I mean, they can keep attacking me, but they can't keep me off.
Well, my time's running out. Should I maybe just do a final?
Yeah, there were some people that you wanted to kind of shout out.
First, here's my mouse pad. It's lovely.
Is that Warcraft?
Oh, it's League of Legends.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. It almost
Here's
looked
my
like a
mouse,
paladin or
Steel
something.
Series Cataclysm. Nice blue.
That's a nice mouse.
I love it. Keyboard by Rocket.
Is that the Rios Pro?
No, it's the ISQ. I can't
Oh.
afford anything more expensive.
The Pro is coming in for review. I only got to see it for a few minutes at CES.
Yeah, I got this for Christmas by my mom. Thanks.
See, look at you. You're supporting the UK distributors over there. Or not the UK, but the Europe.
I have not bought any technology here. Everything's from Norway.
Well, what I mean is I meant European, not UK. I mean, Rocat is German, so.
Yeah, Rocket. Yeah, like the keyboard a lot, but it's kind of loud, I think.
Well, is it blue switches?
I think it's just normal ones, not those MK ones. Just
I can't tell by that sound if it's a mechanical keyboard though, right? It sounds mechanical to me, like a red switch maybe.
It sounded like Browns.
Yeah, it sounds like cherry switches bottoming out. Can you pull a keycap off? Like, are you able to grab a keycap and pull it up and have it come off?
nope, no keycap. I would have been interested in doing that. It just feels like any other keyboard I've had apart from my laptop keyboard.
Oh, so it's probably not a mechanical then. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, well, go ahead and go through the shout-outs. I know there were some shout-outs you wanted to say, and make sure you let people know where they can see you and check out your channel if they want to stick around.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube under Ashley Games. Said at the end, whatever. I'm not that good at speaking.
For Americans, guys, it's Z is Z, by the way.
Oh, yeah. JayzTwoCents. Okay, first guy to shout out is my best friend in the entire world. It's B. Billy K. He's also known as Will Keefe, so if you Google either of those, you'll find him. He's not Will Keefe Kellogg, just Will Keefe. He's a sword and weapons collector, so what he does is he cuts bottles, fruit, jugs, and other things like that. He also does archery, and that's really awesome if you're interested in stuff like that. And then there is Shooter Dead Dragon. He's a really good friend of mine from Serbia. He makes music videos about gaming. So Jays, you gotta check him out.
Yeah, I'll put the link to it down in the description after I get the video.
Shooter Dead Dragon, just amazing gaming videos. I've narrowly seen no one to beat him. And of course, we got a shout out to Boogie2988, the guy who saved my life at one point.
Yeah, Boogie can have the honor of saying he saved a lot of people.
Yeah. If he's here, I would just like to. No, you're not leaving me. I can't describe how awesome Boogie is, so just check him out.
You know what I like about Boogie is he's real, and he's the first person to tell anybody. Because, I mean, I know him on a personal level, and he tells me all the time, like, hey, sorry we haven't chatted in a while, I'm a fucking asshole. It's like, dude, you're busy, don't worry about it. But he doesn't try and be one person online and another person. Like, what you see with Boogie is what you get.
He tries to actually change into the YouTube persona. He actually tries to become a better person. That's really good.
Yeah, but I like the video he put up the other day where he kind of points out the hypocrisy.
Hey, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, but that's the bottom line. I was having this very conversation today with a follower of mine, and Barnacles was on there, and I tweeted out today, the best way to interact with me is to realize I'm an asshole, but I'm a helpful asshole. That's
an helpful asshole. I love that.
If you can get past that and interact with me on Skype and realize, you know what, every now and then Jay really comes off as a dick. I mean, we all can, right? And so if you can at least get past that and say, hey, I'm an ass, but I'm a helpful ass, then you can handle what I bring to Twitter. If not, just watch my videos and leave a dislike. I don't care. I don't care. I do this because I like it. So
I got 2 shoutouts left. That's fine.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. For the Minecraft players, I have a friend who runs Artiscraft, just artiscraft.com. They play Feed the Beast, Vanilla, Hexit, Horizons, not Hexit. If you like those mod packs or just Vanilla and want to play with people, go check that out. He has his own home-built server with 24 cores on the CPU. Holy crap. And all of his servers together only use 2 to 5% of the CPU.
Wow.
He's amazing. He's better than Jayz at building computers. I'm not even kidding. And he's 15 years old.
I've never played Minecraft, so I always hear these things and these mods, and I have no idea what they are.
The thing about Minecraft is it's just a portal to your imagination, so it's more like your head. If you don't like Minecraft, that means you don't like your imagination. Lastly, if you like rock, metal-y stuff, then I shout out Black Veil Brides, my favorite band. They helped me through depression, actually. I'd like to say their first album was called We Stitch These Wounds. And I think that's a metaphor for stitching the mental wounds in people with music. And then the second album is Set the World on Fire. And I'm not sure if acronym is the right word, but that could be an acronym for Go Out There and Kick Life Right in the Butt.
I think analogy is the word you're looking for.
Analogy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never known that word.
Say the name again, because I didn't catch it.
Black Veil Brides.
Okay.
It's taken from the Bible, whatever. They're not a Christian band. They just help out a lot of people who are sad and stuff. Really
They're
care
like
for their
a-
fan base.
They're like a metal band.
Nah, rock mostly. Rock
Rock.
at the core.
Cool.
They've
Well, hey.
done a little bit of metalcore. One or two screamos.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you honestly for participating in the CES fundraiser, because I mean I don't think people realize just how expensive a trip is for a week to take a week off work.
So
You know.
what did I pay for? If you point on your camera, which part did I pay for? I want to see. Come on.
Let's say you paid for that articulating arm on the top holding up the Zoom H4n.
I think
So
you
can
paid
just
for
think-
5 years at the airport.
You can just engrave ash layer on that thing.
Remember, I didn't fly, Jerry.
Oh, you drove.
Yeah, I live within a 3-hour drive of Las Vegas.
Oh, I'm actually a great driver.
That'd
Well,
be
you're
awesome.
from you're from Europe. All Europeans have to be great drivers. That's a stereotype. Unless
That's
you're from well,
Those are like feet wide, so you have to be.
but if you start getting anywhere near Russia, my God, I hope you have a dash cam.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, all right, buddy. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it.
Thanks for
guys.
having me, bro.
Go and check out his
Yeah,
channel.
that's great.
And I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for now, and I hope to see you around the channel a bit.
Yeah. I'm always active. I always comment on your videos, Jays.
And
You see me around.
I wish, honestly, that I could see them all.
But yeah, I'm using my other account to comment, so you'll probably not notice.
No, I've seen both your accounts. You've messaged me on both, so
Yeah, I have, because I switch between my phone and my PC.
there you go. All right, man. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. Have a good
See ya.
one. Go get some
See ya,
sleep.
peeps.
All right, take it easy, boss.
No, I'm not going to sleep.
All right. Good night.
I'm going to stream on Twitch.
There you
It's
go.
early up there.
All right. Let's see now. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna call you right back. All right.
Yeah, bring me back.
All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is amateur hour at its best, but that's what makes it great, right? That's what makes this great. Let's do this. What is happening? I hate Skype so much. Like I said, guys, find me that alternative to Skype, and I'll probably give you guys a reward. There we go. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Yeah, you still kind of sound like you're talking to me from a cell phone while driving with the windows down and.
Well, here's how we fix it. Check your SMS message. I've already solved the problem.
Oh, okay. Let's do this.
Taking Jay's advice, because Jay has good sense.
Ha! I see what you did there.
See? No, I figure we should at least make it somewhat hard for him, right?
Yeah, you go ahead and talk about something while I do this.
All right. Well, let's see. What are we going to talk about here? How the DDoSer has a little dick. How about we talk about that?
Oh my god! But you know what though? You know what though?
What?
Let's give you credit where credit is due. I have seen live streams like PKA get taken down on the first attack.
Yeah.
Like the entire stream gets taken down on one attack. Yet here you are now dealing with 3 attacks at once, and you're still online.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, all they can do is, I mean, they can take down a connection, but it's just as easy for me to establish another VPN somewhere else and just jump back on. So it's just annoying, is all it is.
Okay.
What?
Is that
What?
really?
You like that?
I'm curious as to whether or not this is really you.
No, it is. It is.
Okay, so the name is correct.
Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure I'm not adding some random guy on the internet to, to our TikTok.
Let's just say I have a little bit of a god complex.
Okay. I wish you guys could see this so much.
Oh, so much fun.
Okay, well, okay, I'm waiting.
Hey, there he is. There's
Oh
that,
my god!
there's
what
that
is-
guy.
What is up with the picture?
I love that picture, dude.
I wish you guys could see this so bad. All right.
All right, I'm gonna hang up here. Bring me in, son.
All right, I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna close this connection. I'll bring you right back. Hold on.
All right.
So if you guys just tuned in, what you're basically watching right now is what happens when an IT network engineer as well as a developer and an IT engineer are dealing with DDoS attacks, but yet can't be taken offline. And, oh man. Okay, we're bringing him back in. Hold on. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, I was so confused. I was afraid to click it.
Dude, the whole point is to make it confusing, right? So I did. I obfuscated the shit out of it.
All right, let's do this because I want to make sure there's absolutely no chance that the name can accidentally get seen. So I'm going to do this here.
Well, if they do, it's no big deal. I just kill the account and create another one. I mean, they make it really easy. It's like no wonder there's so many trolls, right? I mean, you just create a new account like infinitely.
You know what I would find more annoying though than being attacked during a live stream like this would be just random attacks in the middle of the day for no reason.
Yeah, I know. And it rarely happens. It does happen. I mean, it does happen, but it's rare. But the thing is DDoSers, they want that gratification. You know, they're usually like abused people, right? I mean, they're people that don't get any respect in real life. Their parents don't love them. You know, all that shit.
They have daddy mommy issues.
Yeah. So they need to watch the stream and they need to see their target effectively get kicked off, even if it's for a minute or two, because then they giggle and they're like, "Wow, look how powerful I am." But then they don't realize they didn't write the program. They don't understand the underlying technology. They're using other people's bandwidth.
And
really
let's
not doing anything. Let's be honest.
And what people I think fail to realize is. And I like the way that Mutation 666 spelled denial, by the way. So, anyway, they don't realize that after last week's attack, we got offline and we actually started breaking down the code and figuring it out ourselves on how they're getting the information. So we've effectively on our own realized, one, how bad the hole really is on Skype.
Yeah, the hole is nightmarishly bad.
And how to plug it, at least continue to plug it.
But that's the thing is like... These kind of attacks and everything, they used to take skill, right? Like a hacker could at least be like, wow, I found a cool exploit and look at me go. But now it's just going to a web page or open up a program and hitting a button and you're attacking somebody. And it's like, I'd be willing to bet that even the method they're using for getting the IP address isn't even the raw method that we use. They're probably just running some pre-canned program that goes and gets that information because they're not even capable of the basic network essentials to go figure it out themselves.
Well, remember what I told you. See, you kind of weren't expecting, I think, to grow online as fast and as quickly as you did once you started taking off. So you weren't prepared for it because your Skype name was for the world to see.
Well, all my stuff is like my regular stuff. Like, you know, when I went into the YouTube limelight, I didn't try to hide anything. Everybody knows I work for Microsoft.
You branded yourself.
My name is Jerry Berg. I mean, I don't hide any of it.
You branded yourself, which is fine, but I don't think you were aware of the gigantic Grand Canyon-sized hole of Skype.
Yes, that I was unaware of when I first got started in all this.
Now, I don't know if I know I've told you the story. I may or may not have said the story actually on live stream. I'm going to tell you guys right now why I'm fairly protected right now from any of the DDoS stuff, because I started learning more about DDoS long before I ever did the YouTube stuff, but I didn't realize how easy it was for people to get your IPs through Skype. And so what I ended up doing was I made a fan JayzTwoCents Skype name. And I was like, hey guys, come chat with me on Skype and stuff. Now I had maybe 5,000 subs at the time. I was still just starting out. And it was fun. People were Skyping me and stuff. And then I started getting a Skype from this one guy that was like, hey Jayz, I'm a huge fan, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, great. Then was like constantly messaging. And then he was like, hey, you know I got your IP, right? And I'm like, good for you. What are you going to do with it? And I'm on a VPN, so it was kind of like, okay, he has my public-facing IP, but not my internal IP, right? And so I'm like, what are you going to do with it? And he's like, I don't know, I just thought you should know I have it. I'm like, okay, cool. And then later on, he was like, hey, you're in Southern California. I was like, yeah, everyone kind of knows that. I say that all the time. And then he was like, oh, but you're in XYZ city. I'm like, okay. And then he started being like, wow, you're in a pretty decent neighborhood. And then he sent me a screen cap of like a top-down Google Maps view of my neighborhood, and he put a push pin in the map, and he's like, "Is this your house?" And I was like, "No, that's not my house." But the thing was, he was within a couple of blocks of my house, so I was like, "That's it, closing up shop." JayzTwoCents Skype has been taken away. I have turned it off, and I'll no longer interact with random people off Skype because I have a wife and a kid, and I don't feel like shooting somebody on my property. I've already had to nearly do it once.
Yeah, no, a lot of people, that's the thing, is a lot of people get mad at big YouTubers for like losing touch with their community, but it's really just the trolls and all of the fanatics and crazy people that ruin it for everyone else. I mean, there's a lot of really cool people out there that you want to meet, you want to interact with, and I still do today. I meet a lot of them and I interact with them. But
there's probably one guy for every couple of thousand that we have that are malicious followers.
yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty accurate. I mean, right now, at any point in time, it's probably between 5 and 10 crazy people. But yeah, I get the, I get the emails from people that I get the death threats, and I take those absolutely with a grain of salt. I mean, I honestly do. And I also get the pictures of like somebody sent me, the sky view of Google Maps with my house circled, and he's like, I know where you live or something. I was like, yeah, big fucking deal. It's public record. Everybody knows where I live.
Hey,
but it's like they just assume everybody's trying to hide.
Can you listen to their stream and see if you can hear me? People keep asking if I'm on mute, but
let me unmute it and check.
People have been interacting with me.
So let's see. Hold on here. Turning it up. Well, the stream was loaded.
You know what I think? You know what I think might be happening is I'm seeing comments from people who've joined the stream, but it started from the beginning where I was muted.
Oh, gotcha.
Because you can hear me in the stream, right?
I'm waiting for you to talk. I'm still talking.
Oh yeah, I see me. I'm just like.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so then they're just people that are actually joining in the beginning of the stream. That's fine. So
yeah. But in a nutshell, it's like I don't mind dealing with the crazies. That's fine, because at the end of the day, it's like even the little 11 and 12-year-olds that just want to attack me to get attention. At the end of the day, I'm not worried. They're not going to come to my house. They're not going to kill me. If they're smart people, they know that I have a family, I have a wife, a kid, and everything like that. I'm a responsible freaking adult. It's like they're just trying to get a rise out of me so that they can see that rise and then like feel good about themselves.
It's a different.
It's a power trip. It's
a different type of interaction. They're like, "Hey, I'm watching this guy live. Watch, I'm going to do something that's going to affect this stream." It's fun for them. I get it. It's not malicious on your end. It's annoying.
Their friends and stuff. They're like, "Look, I pushed that button, and when I pushed that button, he went away for a couple of minutes, and I controlled that. Like I controlled his fate." And it's like, "No, you just gave me time to go get a ham sandwich. I mean, that's all you really did."
Well, and let's face it, ISPs now, they're very aware of what online presence and personalities are now. Like they're very aware of that. Like 5 years ago, they'd have been like, "Wait, you do what now? What you want us to do? What?" But now you call someone up, "Hey, I'm blah blah blah. I do YouTube or I do live streaming. I'm being DDoS attacked. Here's the IPs. Can you please renew my IP?" And they'll renew it as long as you then plug the hole that allowed them to get your IP in the first place. You're pretty much good until a real hacker comes in and gets it.
No, that's absolutely right. So for you guys out there, if you ever get to the point where you're being DDoS attacked, it's really easy. Just configure your router to record incoming ICMP and UDP packets. Have it grab the IP address, and then all you have to do is after you get attacked, go find the one that had the highest number of packet connections inbound. Take that, send it to your ISP, and say, at this time of the day from this IP address, I was getting hit with this traffic. You can screenshot it, give it to them, whatever. The ISPs take that stuff very seriously because they have to pay for that bandwidth. So when somebody's DDoSing you and they're effectively sending thousands of packets, they're doing two things. One, they're deadlocking your connection because they're just sending so much traffic from so many multiple outbound connections to one inbound connection. But the other thing they're doing is they're pissing off the ISP because the router at the ISP has to handle routing those packets. And when you're sending 2,000 packets a second, you're effectively using all the bandwidth on that router and screwing a bunch of people. So you're not just DDoS attacking me, you're attacking everybody that's on. And
I want to talk to the duckmonger. He says, "Can we please get back to tech talk?" I don't know at what point talking about DDoSing isn't involving tech. So yeah, you're kind of like way out left field on that one.
We're giving people awesome information on like how to figure out how to get what DDoS that, and somebody like put their IP address out there. Nice. Or somebody else's IP address.
It's funny though. In the United States here, it's actually considered a federal offense to screw with the internet like that.
It is.
And it's funny too. There was a live stream that was on not that long back, and the guy was getting DDoS, and then he actually live streamed him obtaining the IP of the DDoSer. He then vlogged him giving that to the ISP, and also vlogged the follow through where they actually found the guy and raided his place. I mean, the FBI takes DDoSing very serious here in the United States.
Yeah, most of it's done through back doors, though. Like when you download these little programs or use these web pages, they're effectively using a Trojan network. A lot of people are they're using their internet connections without them knowing. But that's why I like to report every one of them, because if the ISP goes back and checks the log and sees that there's 2,000 inbound connections from that IP address, they'll shut you off in a second.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I am that guy just said. Well, what if it's a botnet? Yeah, obviously you can only. I mean, you're only going to grab some of the IPs coming in from an entire network. But the more computers you at least make aware that they're affected, it's less. It's one less computer in the botnet. Now, for every one you take down, there's probably 3 more infected because you have grandma out there clicking that notification saying, "Oh my God, I'm the 1 millionth viewer." You know, that sort of thing. It's sad and just doing nothing more than going to a website and having a non-upgraded or non-patched version of Flash can put you at risk of being a part of a botnet.
Yep. Yeah, there's the most people that are on a botnet are completely unaware of it. Like, for instance, there's an anonymous proxy client called Tor. Some of you guys may be familiar with it. And I don't actually use Tor because a lot of people don't realize that when you're using Tor, you're actually becoming a part of that distributed network.
Yeah.
So by opening Tor, your traffic's obfuscated through somebody else's connection, but now their traffic's obfuscated through yours. So for all you know, Al Qaeda's like routing intelligence through your modem, and you wouldn't know it.
I'm constantly monitoring my outbound packets to make sure there aren't things going out that I'm not sending.
Yeah, no, I did too. When the DDoS attacks came in, I instantaneously had the IPs. I'm logging them. And as soon as they come in, basically all I do is just shift to another VPN and then ultimately shift to another connection if that one gets completely compromised. So yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because, you got to do it and you got to relog in and do everything. But we've pretty much proven just sitting here right now that the DDoSer absolutely knows nothing about what he's doing. I mean, he literally used an exploit in Skype. He obviously had my name. I mean, I'm Barnacles on Skype. I'm Barnacles on YouTube. I'm Barnacles on Facebook. I'm Barnacles everywhere, guys. So it was just an easy way for him to get the IP address. Since we changed it now, have I been DDoSed? No.
No,
not even a single time. Because he lost his little thing, his little double-click script he was using or whatever to give him the IP address is now like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like he's offline right now.
Well, amateur versus engineer, somebody who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that's how you know. If it was somebody that knew what they were doing,
But here's the reality. The reality is most of the people that they're able to attack and take down are gaming streamers who know nothing about tech.
Yeah.
So you go up there and you attack XJaws, right? Mm-hmm. XJaws is a YouTuber, vlogger, gamer. Doesn't know shit about tech. At least not at this level. And it's one of the reasons why guys like XJaws, I believe, stopped streaming because he was getting attacked. He'd go online and be brought down in minutes,
You know what'd be fun? I just thought of something really clever. So Skype
obviously offer a giveaway to somebody who accurately hacks you right now.
No. I wouldn't do that because I never encourage hacking because I think that's fucked. I mean, I did it when I was younger, and I feel bad for all the people I caused a rough time to. But anyways, so
bring Jerry down and pick something from the wall.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah. You're like, go get him, guys. No, I mean the thing is with legitimate hacking kind of fun because you're basically trying to find exploits in a system, doing code reviews, phishing, doing all kinds of stuff like that. There's interesting tactics there. DDoS is just, I mean, it's the bottom of the barrel. All you're doing is it's the weakest link of you using a bunch of other people's bandwidth that you didn't even legitimately get. Like, hey, props to you. If you're DDoSing me with 5 connections that you basically created and seeded the virus to create that bot network, then okay, my hat's off to you. You got your own private bot network, but you're not. You're basically just using a public bot network and a tool that you don't understand, and you're an idiot.
Now you know my IP, Jerry. You know my IP. Answer the question: is that my IP or not?
Where?
In the chat, somebody's asking if that's my.
Oh no,
IP.
that's not yours.
Yeah, we last week we went through and made sure we knew each other's IPs and also which packets were what, especially when we're on connections like this.
Yeah, no, it was last week after we got DDoSed. We went ahead and started tracing all the packet traffic back and forth between Skype, and we realized that it was peer-to-peer. And Skype, literally, if you can just query somebody's online status, you can get their IP address. It's that simple.
That's what we realized.
Skype basically sends the packet to the guy's actual computer instead of the cloud processing it, which is, I mean, it sucks.
This connection on Skype, anybody that you have a Skype call, chat, type, text, is 100% peer-to-peer. There is no Skype network or no Skype host hosting this communication. That's why now that when people say, oh, why is Skype ever going to fix this hole, blah, 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 that would then mean basically there's no Skype if they fix that because it's peer-to-peer. That's how they're able to do it without having to basically put up the cost of having a massive bandwidth and networks to be able to actually host these calls.
I think it's funny, though, that everybody's like posting IP addresses. They're like trying to find us now.
Yeah.
Come and get it. Ding, 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 ding. I'm curious how they're coming up with those IPs because those IPs aren't even like
They're not even valid.
IPs. They're not even in the ballpark.
Yeah, I think they're
Like
just
they're
guessing.
they're not even the VPN.
Adden Lee put the only numbers he could remember from. Oh, and the Camerican too. They're trying to put pi.
Oh, is that what it is? 3.1415.
Let's DDoS pi.
Yeah, that's my IP, guys. 3.14. don't whatever you guys do not DDoS 127.0.0.1. You will seriously fuck me up forever and knock me off the internet. Don't do it.
I dare you guys to do it.
Oh,
you know how many people should immediately go in and close 198.1. What was it? 192.168.1.0 or 0.1 or 0.2. Just close them all. 0.0, 0.1, 0.2.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ranges that are reserved for home networks. 192 is the usual though.
192, 168.1.1 and 1.0 are the most common.
I think it's funny though that there's like DDoS websites now, like as if you couldn't make it easy enough just getting the fucking Ion Cannon app. Now there's actually a website that you just go to and enter an IP and say go attack it and it does. Like
yeah, Sourman just asked. So there's no. Basically, he said so. There's no encryption on any level on Skype. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine there is, because the thing you got to realize, guys, is on a program like this where you're routing video is very expensive. So is an audio feed and the text and everything. If the cloud servers had to decrypt all of that and re-encrypt it and send it to the target and maintain the challenge and private keys and everything, that'd be a massive overhead. So. And honestly, the video, I'm not going to say the video's encrypted, but the video's obfuscated to some degree. I mean, the ability for you to be able to pull the video from the stream would be incredibly difficult. And again, you'd have to be right between the 2 points because it is point to point, meaning you would have to actually be on one of the routers trapping packets. And, who's going to do that? 192.168.10.1. Shit, they found me. 69.69.69.69. Oh my god, my favorite number times 4.
Wow, look at that number.
Oh Jesus Christ! Somebody got on a ham of pie there.
I'm gonna repeat it. 3.14159. Oh god, it's moving. Okay, I think Skype has handshake. Well, absolutely. How do you think it's connecting?
All right, well, the little DDoS prick pretty much figured out that he's powerless at this point, so we might as well move on to the next subject, if there is one. Do we have a subject?
Well, I kind of found it interesting now just seeing you rebuild your network. I'm pretty lucky that I haven't had to rebuild mine because I figured it all out long before anyone knew who I was.
Yeah, well, the thing is, this is a really big validation for me. A lot of people don't realize that when you're getting DDoS attacked, it means that somebody actually thinks that you're important enough that it matters that they knock you off the internet.
Yeah.
And so that's like that's a huge ego boost, guys. That's like, it's one thing to get like 50, 60,000 people on YouTube, but when people are actually spending their time trying to find out when you're streaming and being on your stream and using their bandwidth and their time to attack you, I mean, that means that they're loving you. They really are. Deep down, they really, really like you on some level.
Did you hear about this? Barnes & Noble lays off its entire Nook hardware engineer staff.
What? When did that happen?
This is 210. So 3 days ago, it says Barnes & Noble laid off its Nook hardware engineers, according to a source that tipped Business Insider. The engineers were let go last Thursday, according to our source. This follows Barnes & Noble's dismissing of the VP of hardware, Bill Saperstein, in January.
That's fucked up. Did they say how many people it was?
Who knows? But that's because they couldn't hang with Kindle Fire.
Duck. I got a couple. Duckmonger asked what I'm printing right now. I'm actually printing one of the brackets for the simulator. Here, I can show you.
People asked that like an hour ago.
I know. He said, but they have this. I've got ADHD. Anyway, here's one of the brackets. So this one I gotta glue it together.
Are you finally getting the
2 pieces?
Are you finally getting all that dialed in?
Yeah, I've got all 3 brackets have been engineered, stress tested in AutoCAD. I mean, these guys went above and beyond to do this. It was John and Daniel.
Will somebody please gift me Car Mechanic Simulator?
Car Mechanic Simulator.
I'm serious. Think of Surgeon Simulator. It's like that, but with engines.
That would actually be cool. Somebody needs to go make that. Like, but
it's
make it like
it's out.
legitimate. Like you have to. Oh,
it's out.
Where?
Yeah.
Link me.
Car Mechanic Simulator. It's available in Steam.
Oh my god!
Somebody gift it to me.
I'm gonna get that just so I can do so I can beat the spark plug changing
Car Mechanic
challenge.
Simulator. Let's see. It's got a lift, an engine hoist. It's got
awesome.
like exploded views. You can change brakes. Oh, look at that! You can actually micrometer the rotors.
Also, Joe Milstead asked if VPN is worth it. Yeah, VPN's totally worth it. The cool thing about VPN is, right now, if I get DDoSed,
wait. Let's real quick clarify. You have an actual VPN on your network. I want to make sure they're not asking about those cloud-hosted VPNs. Because there's services out there where you could be like, here, connect to our VPN, and you actually go through their cloud VPN, and it really slows down your network.
Oh, right. No. So you're talking about VPN tunnel versus cloud VPN.
Right.
Because like a VPN tunnel is a direct connection through the VPN provider straight out to the internet. Like you're not
Which is what you're doing.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I want to make sure he's not talking about cloud VPN.
Okay, yeah, no. Well, I've never even heard of cloud VPN. What the hell is cloud VPN? Really? That's like a new thing now, huh?
It's there. You basically establish like a peer-to-peer with their cloud, and the only connection you have to the outside is through their cloud, which then VPNs you to public. I looked into this. I was like, is this a real thing? People will pay for this.
Yeah, no, I actually pay for a VPN tunnel, and I actually connect to a tunnel through another router, another link on the internet, and then get out. And that way I can break that link anytime I want and reestablish a new IP address.
Matthew Claudel is saying Jay and Barn use TeamViewer. We'll have to check that out.
Oh, I've heard of TeamViewer.
It's another VoIP. All I cared about is that I had good quality audio and carried video. Obviously, we require video.
Yeah, video is kind of an important thing here, so you guys can see me do this on my eyebrows.
Oh yeah, I see that.
But yeah, no, VPNs are worth it. The cool thing about VPNs is there's a lot of VPN providers that'll give you a VPN for like $5 a month. I mean, it's not even that expensive, but mileage will vary. I pay for a very expensive VPN through something called Viper VPN, and they're cool because they have VPN sites, I think, in like 20 different countries.
Yeah.
So you can literally bring up you can basically become the IP in any one of those countries, and then you literally can click one button and switch IP address. So I can dump an IP address and get a new IP address instantly.
Yeah.
Which is really those are cool features, but it doesn't always work that great either. I mean, there are cool features, but the bandwidth isn't always that great. They don't really have anybody that's close to me, so I always have to be in California. So I need to find a VPN that's local.
Ours here, at least in my offices, they're all directly set up through Cisco.
Yeah, and your VPNs are probably like down the street.
Yeah, they're local.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that sucks is you're in Southern California, so it's like you're sitting like right on a huge backbone of bandwidth, and there's probably 100 VPN providers sitting down there. I'm up here, and we've got Seattle, but Seattle doesn't have near the same bandwidth.
You know what my ping to the VPN is?
What?
1.
Fuck that, man. My ping to the VPN's like 7.
Yeah, it's 1.
And that's the best one I've ever got. I've gotten it up to 100 before.
And I think we're only at 1 because it has to give you a number.
Yeah, no, I can't really tell you 0. That would be a fucking lie.
But we're dealing with something at work right now that's kind of tripping us out. Like, we just set up a second office that's across the street.
Uh-huh.
And we're using a fiber. We're tunneling both offices through a fiber connect. So we're basically taking a piece of our main connection on the main office, splitting it off, tunneling it out to our second office, right? Now we've allocated 40 megabit up and down to that office. Yet today on speed test we were getting 6.5 and 2.5 on up and down. We can't figure out where we were checking both switches. We were checking both fiber boxes. Everything's fine. You check the fiber.
This is direct over fiber. You guys aren't going through like a virtual network or anything like that.
No, it's direct fiber connection between the two offices. They laid it themselves. Verizon.
Did someone cut the cable and tape a mag light to it? Like what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, we can't figure it out. If Verizon came out today to check the connection to the outside.
Uh-huh.
And if we take that box and we connect, if they test the connection between both boxes, it's unlimited bandwidth between the two.
It should be. Yeah.
But the moment we bring our switches involved, the second switch, we can't figure it out. We're only getting like 6.5. So
something's wrong with the switch. It has to be.
Yeah, that's what we thought. But it's the exact same hardware we have in the main office, and the main office is 100.
Yeah, there's 2 buildings that we have where I work where because they exchange so much data, I mean they exchange thousands and thousands of terabytes a day between the 2 buildings. So they have their own private network that runs back and forth, and it's a fiber network too. But God, I remember it's so blistering fast that we went over there, and it's like you have to actually have a large SAS array on both sides just to handle the bandwidth to catch the incoming data. Like you couldn't even max it out with an SSD. You need like an array of SSDs to max it out. That's how much bandwidth is coming over.
Mutation 666 asked if we've thought about doing radio from one building to another. Wireless? No. Trust me. See, Tiger Plays Game says Austin Evans always uses Google Hangouts for live streams and it looks fine. Yeah, but Google Hangouts doesn't allow me to do a layout like this, like I have in the stream. If it can, I'm pretty sure it can't. We've used it.
Oh yeah, because you can't screen cap like a certain area because it's always changing who the person is in that box, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so you can't really do this cool
if
shit.
Google Hangouts allowed me to arrange the screen like I have it like this, like I could take your video feed from Google and move it around, that'd be one thing. But that doesn't work here.
Well, we don't technically have to worry about it anymore because we already solved the problem. The solution was simple, and the DDoSer now is just he probably already rage quit and went to bed.
I still think we should check out TeamViewer, but yeah, for going forward, we now have this connection and this setup that we can use for the live stream.
Yeah.
For now, eventually it'll get out, but.
And when it does, I'll just create another one. It took me all of about 30 seconds. I'm actually surprised that I even wasted the time to actually go shift my VPN when I could have just created another Skype account.
So
yeah. It was that easy.
The Lasso Gamer is asking me, Jay, what do you think about Comcast buying Time Warner? I love it because the moment Comcast bought Time Warner, they upped my connection from 50 megabit to 100 megabit at no additional cost, which makes live streaming that much better.
Yeah, it also means that you can eat up your monthly data cap a lot faster.
Monthly data cap? What's that?
Comcast, 200 gigs a month is all you get download, then they throttle you.
Actually, not me. I'm grandfathered into an unlimited bandwidth.
Yeah, if you're grandfathered in, I think you're safe.
We've been with Time.
I've got the same deal.
We've been with Time Warner now since 1998.
Dude, you're so lucky because now Comcast, like countrywide, because I've got a lot of friends that have Comcast 100 megabit down, and yeah, it's like I think it was 200. I think they upped it. So maybe somebody in chat knows, but I think I heard it was up to like 300 gigs a month.
300 gigs a month. Do you know how many gigs I upload to YouTube in 1 week?
It's a lot. But that's the funny thing is it counts. It's not just download. It's upload and download combined. So you chew through that fast. I mean, shit, just watching a video at 1080p on Netflix, I mean, will chew up a couple of gigabytes. I mean,
4 gigs,
4 or 5
easy.
gigs. Yeah. So I don't get that. Like that doesn't seem fair. And then they don't charge you for the extra bandwidth. They just throttle you way the hell down. So you go from like 100 megabit down to like 10 megabit.
Okay, so Matthew's still saying TeamViewer you can. Yeah, we already talked about that. Another person is saying that PKA changes their background on Google Hangouts. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it. I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. I have no idea how they're doing it.
Yeah, we just need to ask Woody. I'm sure he'll get back to us.
Yeah, he's too busy running his Minecraft server.
He's only got woodycraft.net. See, I even gave him a plug. Look at that. Woody play. I get that tweet every day on my feed. It's Woody plays at woodycraft.net, and it's like burned into my head. I have nightmares and shit about it. But I'll be honest. It worked on me.
Do people make money running Minecraft servers?
Oh yeah, you can make shitload of money.
How?
Because what you do is you get so it's like that whole underpants gnomes thing, do step 1, step 2, then profit. Well, here's how it works with Minecraft. Is you go create a server, you initially load it. It costs money up front, right? You have to pay, get your server, get a shitload of people to play on it, like offer lots of games, lots of options, lots of modes. Everybody comes over and plays on your server, so then you have a huge community playing on your server. Then you start putting up stuff saying that if you pay $20 a month, you'll get this feature. If you pay this much a month, if you pay $100, then you get to be God and basically run around and kill anybody you want.
So it's microtransactions.
It's microtransactions. You ultimately make money off the people that pay to have certain status on the server. Like, for instance, I think on Woodycraft, don't quote me on this, but I think he has like $100 a month or a $500 a month option that a couple people have that basically make you like God on the server. You can just go around, just destroy and create whatever you want and do whatever you want. I mean... So then some people find it worthwhile. I mean, to go and spend that money and do that. But that's where you make your money is, you float 90% of the users, but the 10% that are paying you more than make up for all of it.
Well, it's like the live streaming on Twitch, the people who rely on the sub button, which is obviously a much smaller percentage than the people who can just subscribe for free, but that sub button makes them $250 per sub per month.
Yeah, and you get a perk, right? I mean, usually when you sub to a channel, there's sub only chat where you get all the background noise taken out. So like people like I have Boogie. I pay Boogie $5 a month for access to his stream.
Hey, when he does that, how many people are in there once he goes sub only?
It's quite a few. I think last time I was in there, it was like 18 or 20. That were in there paying $5 a month. I mean, and that was just when I was on there on that one stream, and it wasn't even one of his big ones.
So there's just 18 or 20 people?
No, that were in live on that specific feed at that time when he turned that mode on.
But still, I honestly would have thought it was more. I thought it would have been a few hundred at least.
I think that stream when I was on there, I don't even think he had but maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 viewers. It wasn't one of his bigger streams last time I was on there.
But then he went sub only and it dropped down to like 20 people.
Yeah, but those 20 people had the floor. I mean, they could
Yeah.
all talk to him directly, and he would interact with them. So it was like totally cool.
I'm just shocked. I honestly would have thought he had more than that.
I'm sure he does. It's just they probably weren't all
But-
watching.
Well, yeah, but, okay. I mean, I'm talking about just the average analytics. I mean, like we know pretty much
Well, just
average.
assume 10. Just assume that like 10% of the people that subscribe.
Why is it
actually
always
go back
10%?
every single stream. I
Why
don't
is it
know, I
always
like
10%?
10%?
It's
I don't
always
know.
like-
a 1 and a 0. It's like binary. It's
Typically,
stuck in my
people are like, "Oh, okay, yeah, YouTube, you get about 10% of your subs that watch your videos. You get about 10% of your subs that follow you on Twitter. You get about 10% of your Twitter followers that follow you on Facebook." It's like
Well,
it's
look,
always
look at it this way. Remember
factors of
Barbecue
10.
or whatever? Didn't he have like? I thought he had like 20 or 30 subs, and he only had a couple thousand followers.
He had 3,000 some odd something. At the
Yeah,
time.
but he had people that were like his that were subscribed to him, like paying him the $5 a month. I think he had like 20 or 30 of them. So think at Boogie's level. I mean, I'd have to imagine that he's probably gotten the hundreds of people that are actually subbing him.
At $2.50 a month. That's not bad.
Yep. No. I mean, it adds up. It really does, and it really helps, and it makes it worthwhile for him. So I mean, that's cool. I mean, Boogie makes his entire living off the internet.
Okay, I am there. That guy says, Jay, you use XSplit to draw the recording area, and you can plot a background image over the output. That's repeat. So they're just screen capping. Okay, I think I see what's happening there. But the problem with that is the person hosting the Google call, the camera never switches to them. Not on the live view. It does on the stream. But it doesn't even do it on the stream, right? Isn't that the problem Paul was having, Jerry? That Google doesn't switch to the streamer? He has to click himself to see his own camera?
No. If you don't, I think he might have just messed up because if you don't click anything, it automatically flips back and forth between the people. But if you click one of the faces, then it stays on there until you change it.
But what I mean is him as the streamer, even
Yeah.
if he lets it stay auto, when he talks, it doesn't switch to him.
Oh, that's right. No, you're right. The streamer
Yeah.
doesn't get it. So maybe you have to cap that separately. I don't know. Maybe Woody's capping another cam outside and then overlaying it. Like, you're doing two
Yeah,
cams right
yeah.
now. Maybe he's doing a similar thing where he's got a second camera and then he's capping that.
But
I don't know. What the
but
figure it out.
since they use Google Hangout up on the little top, because they have on PKA they line up everyone on the bottom just like Google Hangouts, and they have the window on the top that switches. But if you're capturing your cam separately, unless you have a static cam that's always showing you, which in my opinion is kind of narcissistic, if you have a group of people and you have to always have your cam up, that won't work. Oh, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll check out TeamViewer though. TeamViewer may honestly just be the answer to all of this.
Yeah. No, I think it's worth giving it a try. Skype's getting a little old. I want to try something else.
Yeah, I mean the connection is good right now, but I think honestly with the connection issues we were having before the stream started, I think you were getting hit before we went live.
No, I probably was.
I think the attack started about 5 till.
Oh yeah, because we were having some problems, weren't we?
Yeah, we were getting red. We was in the red. It wouldn't remember your cam was freezing.
No, you're right. You're right. So I think, and initially they were trying to shut me down right before the stream started, and
Yeah.
they failed.
But the fact
So-
that you even got in period under the attack was kind of amazing.
Yeah, can't keep me down. Can't keep me down, Jay.
Dutch Muffin
can't
says
do it.
he doesn't bother. Doesn't bother what? Austin was streaming it earlier and it switched to him. Well, we'll look into it, guys. Honestly, I mean, this is a constant work in progress. Either way, I get to hit 230 of you at one time with a couple thousand viewing over the next day or so. In my opinion, for a live stream, that ain't not bad.
No, I think I enjoy doing this. Like I honestly do.
Nice.
These types of shows too. Like a lot of people might think this is like really disorganized and everything tonight, but honestly,
is.
these are my favorite shows because I'm just sitting here, I'm hanging out with my bro Jay, and we're just talking about
A
cool
bro
shit
Jay.
that concerns us in our lives. Bro Jay,
I'm your bro Jay.
you're my bro Jay.
That sounds kinda
My-
dirty,
My
actually.
bro Jay from another Mo Jay.
Can
you know
I
what
not
I'm
be a
saying?
bro Jay? And can I be something else that sounds a little less sexual?
You can be my man wife. How about that?
No, see, now we're going the wrong direction.
Oh, okay.
If A sounds sexual and B sounds manly, and we were in the middle, we're kind of sliding towards
Let's
A.
see. How about Tech Buddy?
No, because if you say it really fast,
Tech Buddy.
yeah, see, tech sounds a little
It's
too.
got
still a
butt
little
in
bit-
there. It's got the word butt.
It's got it's got a. If you kind of skew the word tech, Anyway,
All
we'll
right,
work on
we'll
that.
Yeah. We'll just God of Tech.
No, cause see, that's way too narcissistic. My self-esteem is not that high.
Yeah.
See, you laugh because you know the reality of it all.
Oh yeah. Was it guys? Wait, guys, I'm grandfathered. Oh, the tech kid said, guys, I'm grandfathered to unlimited data right now, but I'm moving in a few months. Will my unlimited go away if I'm still with the same ISP? Good question.
He has to
As long as
contact his
if it's a
ISP.
cable modem and you're with the same ISP, you can literally just take the modem to the new house, plug it in, and never even call them. If it's DSL though, you're gonna have to call them, and they may want to renegotiate.
Because the way the modems work is they are a MAC address.
Yep.
So the moment the modem then connects and goes and looks for the server will recognize the MAC address. It has nothing to do with your physical location.
Yeah, they're completely distributed networks. Like literally, I've taken my cable modem, unplugged it, went 2 blocks away to a friend's house, screwed it into his thing, and boom, I was back online. I mean, it was that easy. So
Yeah. They can't do that with fiber.
Yep, you can't do it DSL either, because for DSL they have to actually come out and provision you on the box. Like they have to actually come out and do something at the house. Like with cable, nope. As long as you got a coax and you can plug the cable in, you're good to go.
Yeah. Okay, so I know. Let's go ahead and let our true fans who are here watching this know what our future plans are for our channels. I personally am switching to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday format, and I'm going to try my damnedest to stick to that format, where you guys can guarantee the videos going up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That allows me to have my weekends back. It allows me to know when I'm working and when I have time off, and it allows me a lot less stress. And you kind of were going to do something similar.
Yep, except for mine is not nearly as predictable. I'm going to spend more time with my wife and my kid and my family and focusing on my job and my career. So I'm going to try to drop it back to like probably 2 videos a week is what I'm shooting for. Because I still want to make good videos and I really enjoy doing it, but it's mostly going to probably be on the weekends, and I may release like one during the week. But that doesn't easy days